I backpacked around China for 2 weeks and just fell in love with the country, so decided I'd try living here and see if I can survive. University teacher, obviously teaching English and preparing the students for the IELTS exam.
I'm a teacher in an international school that's based here in Ningbo.
I backpacked around China for 2 weeks and just fell in love with the country, so decided I'd try living here and see if I can survive.
China chose me.
Okay.
So I was looking for a job to work abroad. So I contacted an agency and they showed me a few jobs that were available and I went for an interview. Didn't think I'd get it because I thought it was the first interview, but I wanted the experience. And before I knew it, I'd been offered the job and I talked to my family. I said, should we try China? We hadn't thought of China. And then we all thought, well, why not? Let's give it a go. And so that's why we're here.
I was working in music before I came here in New York in a recording studio, and I just got sick of doing it. So I wanted to try something else, and I thought maybe just go somewhere else for a year, see if I like it, try something new. And I know that teaching English is a good way to go to another country as an American and try a new place, try a new thing, so I tried it.
International teaching lifestyle is different to the UK. It's less controlled, so there's less paperwork, there's less pressure and stress. So here, in an international setting, I feel there's much more of a work and life balance.
Overall, it's comfortable. It's comfortable. Yeah, you make a good living. The job is not easy, but not hard, not annoying. As long as you like kids. I mean, I plan to do 1 year, and I'm on my 3rd year, so it's rewarding. I'm pretty happy to go into work every day, to be honest.
It's nice. I've enjoyed my time. It's quite safe, especially coming from the U.S. Not to say U.S. is super dangerous, but it's much safer here in China, I feel. When I first moved here, I got quite a few stares and on the bus and things, but people are kind. The local people are very kind.
It can be interesting at times, but normally it's a lot of fun. I prefer to be more outside of the city. I don't like being in the hustle and bustle, so when you're further outside the city, you get to meet some interesting people and often meet like Chinese people who have never met foreigners before, and they are very, very friendly.
It's also interesting. Some parts are a little hard. I miss my family and those kind of things, but I mean, otherwise it's pretty easy to settle in, I think. Usually people will help you. The food is good. Things are generally cheap and easy to find. I think life is pretty easy. I like paying for everything with my phone.
If you're young and single and you like to party, and go to the big cities. I think Ningbo, for example, is really a great place if you've got children, or you don't want the craziness of big cities, because the transport here is fantastic to get to a bigger city. So yeah.
Very mysterious, because everything I know about China is from either old paintings or Jackie Chan movies. Yeah. So I just see it as misty mountains and monks and good food and mysterious monks.
Mysterious monks.
My perception of China is probably very outdated, thinking that technology and infrastructure was behind what you see in Europe. I thought I'd seen lots of pictures on the on the television. I thought it was all about factories and lots of pollution.
Yes.
And people just getting by rather than living. But of course, I knew it's got rich history, which is very interesting. And so yeah, that was my impression.
And then China for me was a very interesting place. It was the Far East. Had this kind of mythical allure to it.
So obviously, like Western media has a very bad image of China. Luckily, I had a friend who lived in Hangzhou and another friend in Ningbo. So they had told me, you know, what it's like here. And yeah, there's some things which are true, but no, most of it, it's better. Like, yeah, it's not all polluted, it's not all grey and miserable. It is, you know, nice here.
China in terms of technology, in medical provision, in transport, in infrastructure, it could be ahead of Europe.
How similar it is to everywhere else in the world. Even though it feels totally different, there's still McDonald's and KFC. Everyone's still using their phones. You know, the subways work the same. You can still get a taxi. It's still, you know, it's still just normal life like anywhere. And not that I thought China would be not normal, but I've only seen 2 mysterious monks in my 3 years here.
To be honest, how helpful people are. Like in England, if you see someone looking confused or lost, you'll probably try and avoid them because you just can't be bothered. But if you're looking lost and confused in China, often like young people will ask you if they can help you, and you know, maybe they will go on a bus with you and take you somewhere, go out of their way to help you. So it can be very nice here, very friendly. I've said this to quite a few friends to move to China, and some of them don't want to move like 5,500 miles away from home, so it's very long distance, very different culture, food, everything is different here.
Yeah, I think it takes a certain type of person. I don't think anyone can do it, but that's any job, that's true.
Yeah.
But I think if you like trying new things and you like kids, then definitely it's a very cool thing to do.
Okay, cool. Nice to hear that. 好了。
好了。